Let's see what they do. So it is Gudja United on the blue shirt against Laufus Birkirkara on, of course, the yellow and red, the classic Birkirkara kit. I don't know if we saw different players being used. Yes, there is Zambrotta, actually.
The Italian right back, the World Cup winner in 2006.
Yes.
Such a good card. The icon chemistry links with everyone, so you don't have a problem with that. And other than that, very good stats. So quite a good choice for Gudja and Halle.
Okay, big start for Gudja here in the middle, trying to go there down the middle with R9, but not enough. Once again, Messi has the ball. However, he shoots and somehow he finds the net in the 6th minute of this match. Incredible start for Gudja United. This is exactly what Halle needed.
A loose pass from Laufu, unfortunately, giving away possession very cheaply. Very nice verticalization from Halle, passing the ball from Kante to Messi. Very nice shot with that left foot, as you see right now, on the right of Alisson, who can do nothing but stare at the ball, hitting the back of the net. And just like that, it's 1-0 for Gudja and Halle.
And proving the point that today will not be a goalless, boring match day. Already in the 6th minute, we find a goal between these two teams, these two great clubs, Gudja United and Birkirkara FC. So now it's a question of what Laufu can do to respond to this early goal.
As Laufu is trying to play a bit possession in the middle of the park, trying to maybe free up some space for one of his strikers, although Zambrotta making that good run through the middle of the defense and intercepting the ball to maybe restart the counter-attack for Gudja, even though very smart play from Halle, trying to keep possession and switch sides to preserve and keep the ball and preventing Laufu from making an attack of his own.
Again, however, we see Gudja United, Halle maintaining good possession, trying to find space once again, going for the middle. I don't know if he's going to use the left flank there. There is some space. He does go with Robertson and Mbappe, trying to find that second goal. Now, that would definitely be a big help to his side. Would hold it down, but not enough to beat Kante on Birkirkara's side.
Laufu now trying to use the flanks with R9, although he is constructed to go back to Hullet. Very good defense from Halle, trying to block off any potential routes to attack for Laufu, even though he is making small steps forward. Hullet to Mbappe, who is in the box. Mbappe trying to turn, but Virgil van Dijk stops the Frenchman. Very, very good. And immediately goes for a counter-attack. And Messi setting up Ronaldo, even though it's still the middle of the pitch. Hullet off to Mane, who is on this right side. Mane back to Ronaldo. Messi made a good run, but Ronaldo chooses to ignore him, and good tackle from De Ligt, stripping Ronaldo from the ball and potentially ending the attack for Gudja.
Yeah, I mean, you could see both teams are trying to create chances for themselves. However, of course, the defenders are in the way. We saw Virgil van Dijk for Gudja United playing a big role in that final attack. Let's see if he can do it once again here with Laufu on the ball. Good chance, and it is a goal with R9. He found the right space that he needed, and it is R9 that equalizes on the 28th minute of this match.
Brilliant composure from R9, even though that fake shot may have lost possession of the ball. Look at that, just like that, manages to keep control of it, and a good finish, beating Schmeichel in goal. And just like that, it's 1-0. Very balanced affair between these two sides. And now Laufu can maybe get that extra bit of momentum, which may help him get the advantage now.
Yeah, so this is exactly what Laufu needed here. Good response, good move as well to find the opening with R9. And I mean, now let's see if it helps his momentum now. Maybe he could get the lead before the first half whistle.
As we are still at the 30th minute mark, 15 more in-game minutes left for this first half to end. as Laufu manages to stop an attack from Gudja very, very brilliantly there.
In the meantime, we have other matches being played. We have Balzan against Senglia, as well as Sliema Wanderers versus Tarshin Rainbows being played off stream. Of course, we saw Tarshin and Balzan earlier on. Both played quite well, even though they did lose in the end. But as we said that, wow, what a great attack by Birkirkara. They don't want me to speak about the other matches, Laufu. Incredible to get back the lead now. I mean, he was 1-0 down, and just like that, he's 2-1 up. And it was in quite close succession because the 26th goal came first, and now it's the 35th goal from his end. So well done to Laufu.
Another piercing pass through the middle, quite a lack of defense there from Gudja, even though we saw very similar from Gudja and Birkirkara lacking the defense earlier on. Even though now Messi on the edge of the box, brilliant tackle from Matthijs de Ligt, and Laufu stripping possession of a vital chance for Lionel Messi, and now Laufu with the chance to counter here. But as we were saying, the defense of both players is not as strong as those like the likes of Santa Lucia or Valletta, as we have seen previously, but they have still good capabilities and are really, really good at keeping the players out of the box, just as we are seeing right now.
Oh, that bad pass could be very costly for Gudja United here. Once again, Birkirkara with the ball very close to another goal with R9. Very, very close. Not enough, however, to penetrate the defense of Gudja United, but still, Laufu now is on fire, I believe.
I believe that Laufu did go for an extra touch with R9 Ronaldo. He didn't really need all that time on the ball. Could have just let it rip there and then. Went for a fake shot, which caused him the loss of possession, even though he still manages to win the ball back now.
So it's only 2 minutes additional time for the first half here, so it's very likely that the score will finish at a 2-1 lead for Birkirkara here, the first half whistle. So this is actually a very impressive from Laufu's end, because he was 1-0 down, and to get 2 goals just like that, I mean, very, very impressive. And this is not looking good for Gudja now. He's looking at another defeat today, which will really hurt his standings.
Most importantly, and even coming from, he was in the lead. First goal after 6 in-game minutes, I believe, and he's now on the losing end. So he really needs that extra bit of maybe belief in himself, that he can switch the result and be on the winning side, as he does have goals in him, as we have seen getting one very, very early in the match.
Only time will tell, and he still has the chance. There's a whole half to play for, and as you said, we did see him score very, very early on in the game. He just has to stop, however, the momentum that Laufu has right now, because of course everything seems to be in his favor at the moment, even mentality-wise, since he just came up 2 goals now from a 1-0 deficit. So this is Gudja United trying to find the space, playing the ball. They have a good chance with Kante here in the middle, but good defending from Birkirkara FC to stop the attack.
Good pressure, as we have seen, from Laufu and Birkirkara, stopping that possible attack from Gudja United. And now they are switching the sides of the ball, trying to preserve possession. Very smart from Laufu. He's no real urgency to attack, so that benefits himself and his play style very, very well. He keep possession of the ball as much as he wants. He'll try to bait out the pressure from Gudja United, and that may free him the space that he needs to rip up a shot, as we have seen with Messi, even though his shot is blocked twice from Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, I mean, still Laufu is showing that he wants to be the one that dictates the flow of this game. In fact, he is creating more chances for himself, although now we see Gudja United on the offense, and just like that, with great use of Hullet there in the middle to just take the ball away from Gudja United, and just like that, it is Laufu now that has possession.
As a pause is being cued from Haller and Gudja United, Maybe go for some tactic switch, some extra player, some fresh player. Maybe that 95 Neymar can spice up things for his attack, as it is quite a bit dull at the moment.
Yeah, something needs to be done from Gudja's side, because as it stands, Laufu and Birkirkara will take the 3 points. Will he do something here, Haller, however? He has the ball, got it in the penalty box. Mbappe with the cross, with the pass there, but not enough to find his teammate. And just like that, Laufu has the possession once again, and he's actually looking good for, or looked good rather, for a good counter-attack. Quick passing as well here to Messi. What will he do here?
The last attack for Gudja was was potentially very damaging for Laufu, and unfortunately, Haller didn't manage to see the run in the middle of the box from his attack as quickly as he needed to, as then the pass was cut off from Laufu's defense, even though Messi now with the ball trying to make something work. R9 with the ball, Joe goes for a right-footed finish, curling ever so closely but ending up just wide of the post, defended by Birkirkara.
Right, so I think it is a tactic change, yes, from Gudja United, as you said. Haller is trying to see what he can do. Maybe switching Mane with Eusebio, I believe, from what we're seeing. So Eusebio, of course, the Portuguese legend, can bring so much to his team. Now, of course, he really needs that strong forward, a fresh player there, to perhaps create the chance that he needs to at least get the point from this fixture.
We are also about to see Team of the Year Kevin De Bruyne, his first appearance in matchday number 3. I believe he's taking the place of N'Golo Kante, exactly, in the heart of the midfield for Gudja, foregoing that defensive-minded player to try to go for a more attacking-minded player, which is quite courageous for Gudja, so props to him.
Yeah, of course, he needs to go for the attack now, Haller, because he is behind, he's trailing, so, and he doesn't really have too much time left. It's only around 20 minutes left in game, so of course he needs to get those players up, get those fresh attackers as well, and of course trying at the same time not to leave enough space for Laufu to find that goal. Because at the moment, Laufu has the ball, and he seems to be quite confident on the ball, Laufu.
And if Laufu keeps playing like that, even though we are seeing an attack from him, Messi on his back goes for a return pass there, Kante, but expertly read from Gullit. And now Team of the Year De Bruyne touching the ball for the first time. Messi trying to wriggle under the pressure of Gullit. Very close to lose position there, and a stray pass there, but Gudja managed to win position right away as they are trying to maybe construct an attack to get this 2-2 goal, which would even things up between these two sides. But Birkirkara's defense, very, very good here. Although Eusebio manages to turn inside the box. Very nice tackle from De Ligt once again. Such a good defender there.
Will be interesting to see whether Kevin De Bruyne and Eusebio actually make the difference for Gudja. They got very close there, but now it's Laufu that has the ball. Oh, he went for the cross there with the header, trying to fish for the header. Not enough, however, of course, in FIFA 20 it's much harder now to score as a header, with a header as well. Gudja United have the ball, however, look at those Birkirkara shirts at the back though. Will Haller manage to find the space? He goes for the shot with Gullit. Just curves ever so closely to the goalpost, but wasn't enough for Gudja. And it's only 7 minutes left now, so Haller running out of time to find this equalizer.
Respect the attempt there from Gudja, as Gullit saw the space freeing up in front of him with Gullit and went for a shot there. Nothing wrong with that. Unfortunately, though, he didn't manage to find the target, and it's 5 minutes left in this second half. Birkirkara still leading with that very narrow lead of 1 goal, even though Laufu still has possession now. So if he just retains it until that 90th minute mark, he'll be okay, and he will get home the 3 points.
Okay, so Laufu is looking good here to actually extending his great performance of last week to getting a 3 points over Gudja, whilst Gudja is very close to losing yet again another match today. So this is not looking good for Haller, even though of course he is trying his hardest here. However, Laufu maintaining very good control of the ball. Will he find the third goal? Very close, and there it is with R9. He finds the third goal just few seconds before the full-time whistle.
Just like that, Ronaldo capitalizing on a stray pass from Virgil van Dijk, jumping on the ball and preventing De Ligt from stealing position once again, and 1 against 1 with Schmeichel, and very good finish on to the left of the goalkeeper. And 3-1 to Birkirkara, and it's the first match is basically over now.
There it is. So Gudja United have to do something next round. Definitely we've seen it before, where a player loses the first match, the first round, but then goes on to win the second round. So of course everything can happen in football, everything can happen in FIFA 20. But of course right now Laufu has a great momentum going in his favor. He's riding on the great performance that he had last week, and now we've seen it again with 3 goals under the belt.
4 wins on the bounce, that is now for Laufu. So it's quite the number of points he's getting home. Yes. So it's quite excellent for Birkirkara.
So I don't know if we have fixtures maybe coming up. I'm not sure about that, but if we can show at least, yes. Okay, the fixtures are indeed coming up for you guys at home, and so you can see already the scores there. Incredible. I mean, you can see how Santa Lucia are performing. Very strong performance from Chris. Even we saw Valletta earlier on with 4-1 against Balzan. Incredible performance there. Hips won against Mosta 5-0. How good is that from Dunstan's side? So, of course, we are still awaiting results from the second match from Hibernians and Mosta. And now, of course, Gudja and Birkirkara.
Exactly. As we are seeing that Chris beat his second match against Sirens. He defeated 5-1. So the goal difference for Santa Lucia today is I'm speechless because
incredible.
Chris is really playing excellent football today. I mean, I believe he's almost scored like 20 goals now. I believe he's got an average of 4 or more goals per game. So that's quite something from Chris Meister after his first week, which maybe was a bit of a letdown compared to the expectations of him being the huge favorite coming into this league. But slowly he's gaining that precious momentum, which, like we have seen with Laufu, is now carrying Santa Lucia.
Of course, in the first week, Chris had to play against Turbulence, so very tough opponent, probably one of the strongest contenders apart from Chris Meister and maybe Brancha as well to win this whole league. So that's why maybe his results weren't on par to what we were expecting. However, still here he's showing us how strong he is, and he has so many goals already scored after only the 3rd match day. So imagine here after the 7th match day what his goal in favor would be.
Shall we see someone hit that 100 goals for mark?
That would be so cool to see, actually. But so soon we'll be seeing again the second match now between Gudja and Birkirkara. Birkirkara started very strongly now in the first match against Gudja United. Let's see what Haller will do to respond against this Laufu momentum.
A very strong 3-1 result for Birkirkara there, even though Gudja managing to go 1-0 in front very early in the beginning of the game. But Laufu managed to regain his composure, equalized it before the end of the first half, and was in the lead.
How often do we see it when a player actually takes the lead and then just loses all momentum, all the advantage he had, and just gives away the opponent the 3 points? Let's hope that we don't see it again now, because Gudja Haller really needs the points.
Most definitely. As we are heading into the match, we can jump into the action. Now we are seeing Birkirkara attacking from left to right in the orange and red kit, and Gudja in their previous strip once again in the all blue, attacking from right to left.
So I'm not sure we saw any changes with regards to formations from either team. It's probably more a mentality of play style as well, where Haller, of course, needs to be a bit more careful when passing the ball. He lost a bit the possession a bit too easily last match, and that is why Laufu got such an advantage. Once again, Laufu was close to having to playing a great attack once again, but it wasn't enough this time to penetrate the Gudja defense.
As we are now seeing Conte running with the ball towards Birkirkara's goal, passing it to Messi. Messi shouldering from the Hullet, and a good shot from R9 Ronaldo, but expertly blocked from Birkirkara's defense once again. What would you do if you were in Gudja's shoes? Would you be more aggressive, be more defensive? I don't know. I mean, he got the goal early in the previous fixture, but he managed to lose 3-1.
Yeah, I mean, as you're saying here, I think he's giving enough space for Birkirkara. As we see Birkirkara mounting a very, very strong attack here with Hullet down the mid. But I feel that he is giving a bit too much space for Laufu to play around with the ball as much as possible. I would play aggressively, yes. However, what I would do differently as well, wow, that through ball actually did connect. I'll continue on my argument very soon. All right, that was very close actually for Haller. But I feel that his passing, his crossing is still not perfect. So he's losing possession quite a bit. He's being a bit too rash sometimes. I feel trying for the one touches, quick passing, which is not as effective at the moment. In the meantime, I mean, as you said, he scored first last game. So he did something right. Even though now, it's all right. Haller still managed to defend it right well.
And as you said, maybe Haller is trying to go for more unorthodox passes, as we have seen that through ball a little bit earlier to Mbappe, very nicely found on this left flank, even though the move didn't really equate too much in the end. As we see Haller making his way on his left side once again, as ball now with Conte. Now R9 with his back to goal and back to Conte and R9. R9 maybe going into the box, fakes the shot. Ball now with Mbappe, back to goal. De Ligt strips away possession. What a tackle from Laufu there.
Again, now it's Laufu's time to lose possession very easily and giving Gudja another opportunity here at the goal. Of course, Haller is forced to play back, but a bad pass gives away possession. He had a good chance there. He has to be a bit more patient with the ball. He has to be careful when he passes and crosses because he can't lose opportunities like this.
And unfortunately, he was pressuring Laufu very nicely there. Birkirkara were a little bit under the cosh, but a stray pass from Gudja, and just like that, possession is back with Birkirkara, and Laufu can mount another attack.
So what will Laufu do here? Will he manage to find the space? He is very close to that with Mbappe. Back to Hullet. Good back pass to R9, but not enough for to pass through Virgil van Dijk, who saves the day once again for his side. Alright, so once again it's with Messi here, very close, but Hullet. So the defense of Gudja is a bit better now, I feel. He is trying to close the ball a bit more, closing the space so that Laufu does not find the goal.
I'm seeing Haller's defense to be much better than the first match. I mean, I don't know what has changed, if he has changed some custom tactics or whatnot, but he's really, really showing himself to be a very hard rock to break. In the meantime, R9 in the box. Good save from Schmeichel, and Hullet heads it away from danger there. But just as we have seen, it's the 37th minute, and Laufu's probably his first real decent attack of the match, even though Gudja aren't really managing to make good strides forward themselves. But the defense making very, very good improvements there.
As you said, that a couple of borrows with Khulit takes the ball very close to the opponent's goal, but not enough once again to get through Birkirkara's defense. And as it stands, I mean, this half will remain goalless.
Unless Laufu manages to draw something out of his hat. Messi trying to make strides forward, but Khulit dispossesses him once again. Maybe a final chance for Gudja here as we are approaching that 45th minute mark.
This could be very well be the last attack of the match. Will it be a goal with Messi? The block from Virgil van Dijk once again. I mean, for a while I thought he might have found it there at the very end, but it was not meant to be for Laufu and Birkirkara FC.
And just like that, it's half time. A very good attack from Laufu at the end of this first half. A brilliant set of exchanges between his attack, but unfortunately he couldn't get a clean shot on goal. It was blocked very nicely from Haller and Gudja, and the score is tied at 0-0 now.
But a different start from Haller now, you see? I mean, he's a bit more confident, or saying, you know, he really wants to get at least 1 point from this encounter. He can't go for defeats in match day 3. So of course he's trying his utmost to at least make or mount a decent performance in this final match against Laufu.
Yeah, exactly. It was a very positive performance in this first half, and if he manages to build on it and try to improve, he may get a goal or even 2 and secure himself 3 very valuable points at this stage in the BOVE Premier League, as we are in match day 3 now, remember.
Okay, so as you say that, if it is Gudja that mounted good offense, very close, although he tried a bit too much there with the ball, trying to find the space with the middle. The dribbling did not work out for him, and now just like that, Laufu has the ball.
Laufu now are trying to mount some good offense. Ball now with Messi, and contain Messi once again on his left foot. Good block. A shot which probably was goal bound there, but very nicely blocked from Haller's defense. And once again, we are seeing very good defense, although a nice through ball down the line on the right to Mane. Ball now with Messi. Back to Mane. Could pass it to Messi. Goes for a shot. Touches the post. Very strong shot from Mane. Very unfortunate from Haller there.
I felt my bones rattling as well when I heard that post being hit by Mane. What a good maneuver that was from Gudja United. A big pity that he did not score. It's the second upright we saw being hit today. And this was very, very close for Haller. I feel for him because he really needs the points. And that was very, very unfortunate.
Very obvious pass there from R9 to Messi. Virgil van Dijk reads expertly the intentions of the Brazilian attacker, and just like that, Gudja's attack ends. And maybe something for Birkirkara going forward in their way. CR7 and Robertson in this middle of the park. Ball back with CR7 now, and Khulit making strides towards the goal. Messi now on his strong left foot. The leg dispossesses the Argentine once again, and we can now see a counter attack for Gudja, running on this right flank with Mane.
It's going back and forth this game, though. The second half in particular, with Birkirkara first mounting a good attack, and now it's Gudja United with a big chance to score here to get the first goal. The positioning, however, was not the best, and that is why the ball was sent wide.
So unfortunate for Gudja, even though he's looking now like very, very strong when mounting up attacks, although that maybe he didn't need really to go for a shot there. Although now Arne Ronaldo in possession of the ball, passes it to Messi, spins around, Mbappe tries to go around Alisson.
Is it a penalty though?
I believe it was offside though.
Oh yes, it is. It was offside. So, but now it was Laufu's turn to make the bad pass that almost cost him the goal. So both players have to be careful now. Laufu has a good streak. He hasn't lost since a long while now, so he has to maintain the record. So has to be careful, especially in his side of the pitch.
In the meantime, excellent move, and just like that, he draws the count of posts there with a brilliant move, passing it to Messi, who goes for the finish. Unfortunately, clips the outer side of the right-hand side post of the Gudja goal, and just like that, the score is still even at 0-0.
Yeah, so what will Gudja do now? It's their turn to attack. A big chance here with Lionel Messi on the ball. Will he cross? He does pass to Kante, back to R9. Goes for the shot, and the opening goal is there for Gudja United on the 74th minute there. Well done to Gudja and Haller, of course, with R9.
Very nice patience from Gudja United there, and as we were saying previously, Haller is really building on the confidence he gained from that first match, which unfortunately ended in defeat for him. But this match he's played so well, and deservedly he's now in the lead with 15 in-game minutes to go. Can Laufu reverse this somehow?
We saw Laufu getting back from clear losses actually, but somehow he did get back to equalize. We saw Gudja in the lead last match as well, even though it was much earlier in the game. So now it's a very different for Laufu. He needs to get the goal in the few remaining minutes. But it can happen, of course, we've seen it happening, and do not count Laufu out, definitely.
And Laufu managed to get 2 goals in quick succession in the last game, so that could happen once again. So you really cannot count the Birkirkara man out here, as he is immediately on the attack. But Virgil van Dijk stops Neymar, unfortunately irregularly, and a free kick for Birkirkara, taken quickly now. Ball now back with Messi, who is on his strong left foot, doesn't go for a shot, but Hullet stops the momentum of Birkirkara and can now set something up for Gudja himself.
Okay, Gudja very close here, once again playing with R9 back to CR7. Trying to find the space, back to Kante, back to R9, goes for the shot. It's blocked. I don't know if it's a foul actually, because that was quite a dangerous tackle. It is a free kick. This is very dangerous. A dangerous position. I don't know if he'll go for the shot. He goes for the quick pass, the shot, but not on target from R9 there. Very close for Gudja United.
An excellent opportunity for Gudja to close the match, but the shot was too powerful from R9. He skied it so high above the post from Birkirkara, and just like that, Birkirkara still in this. What an excellent opportunity for Gudja to close the match. And just like that,
if Birkirkara were to find the goal here, but not enough. No, not enough for Birkirkara and Laufu to score. I mean, if you miss an opportunity like that, and then the opponent reacts with a goal, that would definitely be a stab to the heart.
In the meantime, good offense here. R9 onside with the shot, but Alisson parries very comfortably into a corner, as we are now in the 88th minute of this second fixture between Gudja and Birkirkara. Gudja in the lead, and if Haller plays it smartly, he can just retain possession until the end of the match with a shot from Eusebio. Alisson once again is up to it, and the ball is back again for a corner. But now I believe that Gudja really need to play it smart. Another corner for Gudja. No problem for Haller as the clock keeps on ticking. And Virgil van Dijk taking the corner, very unusual here. And if Birkirkara managed to steal possession there, what a clothesline, poor Messi.
Gudja very close here once again, but well, as you said, the clock is ticking. It's 3 minutes additional time. However, this might have been the last chance for Birkirkara to find the equalizer. It's actually unfortunate for Laufu to give away possession so quickly there. This will be the last chance that Birkirkara has? Nope, he just wasted the opportunity.
Another stray pass from Laufu, going back to his